Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. As a reminder, this portion is just the introduction, and this will be seen on all the videos. I will put a timestamp so you can bypass the introduction, though I hope you watch it at least once to get to the individual readings for your sign. Okay? Now, I am Debbie. Welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. I am reading for April 29th, 30th, May 1st, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Interesting energies, but let's tell you what cards I'm going to use first. I am going to use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main reading. My John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, I'll pull one or try to. I will pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for the overview for this introduction, to see what's going on in the universe, I will use my Waite Rider, the original tarot deck, and I will pull one from I always have to look at this, Colette Baron Reed, The Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, and whatever filters through, I try to deliver without too much of my commentary. Anyway, there's a lot going on. I've been posting this in Facebook, Instagram, and also on the community page in YouTube. There's a lot of things, a lot of memes. Everybody is saying that it's very, very positive energy. But let's just kind of go through this just a moment, just to kind of go through. Now, we have Jupiter is in Pisces right now. It will be here for a little bit of time, then it will transition to Aries, but not just yet. We have Saturn in Aquarius for another year. We have Pluto in Capricorn. Now, Pluto goes retrograde, still in Capricorn on the 29th, and that will be at 2:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you can make an adjustment on that. Many of the memes, many of the energies, many of the commentaries are saying that this is going to be a very powerful, adjustment. Now remember, Pluto is about death and destruction, but with death and destruction is also rebirth. So very strong stuff going on, especially in Capricorn, which is about very much your grounded energy, your home, your work, your getting things together type of energy. Now we are in Taurus, which also has that grounded, let's get things together, let's work on projects, let's take things as they need to be taken. However, Taurus is a little more methodical than Capricorn energy. So that's what really helps us to get our thoughts and what we're doing more in alignment. Now, other things, and I am looking at my notes here, we do have Venus still in Pisces, Mars in Pisces, Uranus is in Taurus, and it will be there for another, I think, 2 more years, and that's always expect the unexpected. So we have the 26th, we started the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Now, Mercury does go into Gemini on the 28th, I believe. The 29th at 6:23 p.m. So the 29th actually has a lot of stuff going on here. The Mercury goes into Gemini, Pluto goes retrograde in Capricorn at 2:46. We also have, let's see, what else do we have here? We have on the 30th, we have our new moon. That's at 4:27 p.m. It is in Taurus again. We also have what's called Beltane Eve, which is the eve of May 1st, which is Beltane, and it's also known as May Day. We do have a solar eclipse on the 30th, which is really going to push things very forward. So we just have so much energies going on that it's overwhelming in many ways. Now, they're also talking, the planetary alignment. So what did I say that was? There were 4 planets, and then the 5th would be Earth. So there would be, I think it was Mars, Venus, and Mercury, because those were in Pisces at the time, but Mercury's now going into Gemini, and it's also Saturn. No, I'm sorry, not Mercury. It was Jupiter, and also Saturn, which is an Aquarius. Now the new moon is supposed to be in alignment, and also the Earth. And there will be this strong alignment energy. I think that something really caps itself off at June 24th. So a lot of people are talking about this being a very magical time. Remember, waning moon, as the moon gets smaller, is when we release things. So up to that 30th, it's a wonderful time to get rid of things. The 30th starts that new cycle, that new moon, the new moon calendar, and that's a wonderful time to start on new projects, okay? So very strong stuff going on that 28th, 29th, 30th, and May 1st. Use the energies. Use the energies to your benefit. Put out what it is you want to start. Put out what it is you want to get rid of. We have the alignment. We have a ton of solar energy, solar storms going on. I kind of feel like we might want to watch the weather a little bit at that time also. Not sure why, but it's just a really, I don't know if it's going to be a very tumultuous time for us, but I think it's going to be a very cleansing time for us, which could also be a very positive time for us. But now, like I said, we've talked about what others, and I've posted what others are saying about this time, but why don't we see what the cards have to say for this time? Ask higher power. What is going to happen for this weekend? What's the 29th, 30th, May 1st? What's going to happen? What do we need to know? What are the energies going to be like? Let's see. Oh, a card already. The Knight of Cups now. Okay, Knight, underlying energy. All the court cards have like a dual energy. So the underlying energies for Knights is fire. Fire is your Leo, Sagittarius, your Aries energy. Passionate, burning, very determined. Now Cups is our Pisces. How many planets do we have in Pisces right now? At least 3, and then of course, 3 or 4 planets in Pisces. So that's romantic. It's Cancer and it's Scorpio also. Romantic, fluid, very emotional. Kind of this, just this, let's take this as we go, but we really want what we really want. So the Knight of Cups. Now, Knights are very directional. They go after what they're, sent after, what you point them to. But there is this intense energy that wants what it wants. It can be very spiritual also. So really, take whatever this is that you feel in your spirit. Take whatever this is that you feel in your soul, and put it out there. Now we can put it out there to the universe. I like to focus it a little bit more to higher power, to God if you want, to whoever that is for you. Many will say to your angels. I like to have that a little bit more focused, but put it out there. Now, as this is a cycle. And, Beltane is that time that is supposed to be right between the equinox, the spring equinox, and the summer solstice. So there is some magical energy with that too. But the Knight of Cups does have romance, does have love, does have caring, does have commitment energy, is going after what, but yet I am noticing though with the cup, he's riding his horse and, but yet he's holding this cup. I feel like he's also being very careful not to spill. He's being very careful not to upend his cup. I just feel like there's a careful energy around the Knight of Cups for this time. Okay, let's see. Let's go on and see. Let's pull a couple more. So committed, romantic, or heartfelt, very, going after what you want to go after. But at the same time, I do feel that there is like tread carefully. Watch yourself. Watch yourself as you move forward. Okay? The horse is kind of a little bit impatient. I'm feeling, a little bit impatient, wants to get moving. But the Knight, I think, is holding the horse in check right now. Kind of watching and waiting a little bit more. Okay, let's see what the other cards have to say. The World. Now, watch your numbers. Numbers do have meaning. So this is a 21. So it's a 2. 2 has choices. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? It has decisions. It also has coming together. This is the world energy. This is from the major arcana. This is the culmination of hopes and dreams. This says, the world says, hey, you did what you got to do. You did what you needed to do. Now rejoice. So there's a lot of rejoicing energy with the world here. There's a lot of completion energy. There is all of the energies here. We have the air energy on this. The air energy, which is our Gemini, our Aquarius. It's also our Libra. So we do have Gemini and Aquarius going right now. It does have our fire energy. It has our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. We talked about that. Passionate, burning, very committed. It has our earth energy here, which is our Capricorn, our Taurus, which we're in right now. And this is a Taurus new moon. And it's also Virgo, very grounded, very tangible, money, job, career energy, and it has the water energy that I talked about too. But there is a completion to this. There is an ending to this energy here. So there is something, again, going to something that means a lot, being careful, not necessarily rushing in at the same time, but not holding back. Though I do feel like he does have control over his horse. The horse wants to kind of go forward a little bit more. I feel like with the head down, wants to kind of charge in, but yet he's holding it and saying, no, we can't do this quite yet. We have to watch. We have to wait a little bit. But then the world comes and says completion. Good job. Has a very positive, all the energies for us. Okay, next card. And then we come to the Tower energy. So this is really very interesting too, because the Tower now, we have a 16. We have the 10. 10 is transitional energy. 1, new beginning. 0 is God's source energy. We have a 6. 6 is the number of man. It's the energy you put into something. It's also, it's also, if you add the 1 and the 6 together, becomes a 7. That's a divine energy, divine number, divine umbrella, like I like to say it, a divine covering. The Tower energy is the rug is pulled out from underneath the feet. Now remember, this is kind of what's going on in the universe. So the rug is pulled out. The Tower, the old energies have to be dissolved. The old energies have to leave. They have to be gone. They have to stop. They have to, they have to dissolve. I'm just getting dissolved, the word dissolve. Now you can look at it, there's, the crown is knocked off. I'm kind of really being drawn to that crown being knocked off. There are people jumping, people, just leaving. The fire in the tower. There is lightning striking. I kind of feel like this is that weather thing going on too. And it doesn't mean, so it's kind of like, you could there is a lot of, I am getting a lot of weird disaster type of energy. So I'm kind of saying, like, let's watch that weather patterns or something going on here. The thing about it is, it's kind of like we are over here. And again, the Knight is saying, just watch, wait, watch. The world is saying things are going to be really okay. But then that Tower kind of makes it a little bit scary for all. But at the same time, I'm going with these two cards. Because, and also too, with the Tower makes way for the star energy. And the star energy is about hope. So it's kind of like everything has to come down in order for hope to begin. Interesting with that. Let's see what happens. And remember, this is world energy. This is universal energy. And there's a lot of people saying there's going to be magic happening this weekend. So let's see what we have going on here. I do feel it's going to be positive. I do feel that whatever this is about, even if this is on the rougher side, we come out of it much better off because of, I feel these cards say things are going to be okay. Do not worry. Be not afraid. Be not afraid. Okay, let's see what we have here now. Let's go on with the, again, Colette Baron Reed, the good tarot cards. Let's see. Oh, okay. This card popped out. The Messenger of Water. So this would be your Page of Water. The page's underlying energy is that earth energy that I talked about. That job, career, your home energy. The messenger, the water energy is again the cup energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional. So there could be some interesting messages coming. There could be some interesting communications coming. The messenger, this is the messenger. Messenger wants to bring a message, but it is, remember that page energy is that tangible energy, but pages are also very, are very optimistic. Pages are also very, no matter what, fire, earth, whatever, they're very optimistic and they believe that things can happen, that anything is possible. The messenger of water is emotionally, brings an emotional message saying, again, maybe there is something to do with hope. I can't, I don't know, but I kind of get that card. I feel like I want to pull one other card here. Let's see. We have the Two of Earth, and we have the Nine of Fire. So again, Two of Earth, decisions, earth energy, decisions, which way are you going to go? We do have that energy, but then the Nine of Fire. Nine has, let's wrap it all up, stay strong. The earth energy to me says there's going to be decisions made. You're going to have to make some choices about, maybe it could be about, and I don't mean you per se, the universe is presenting choices. It could be about job, could be about money, okay? Could be about balancing of money. The Nine of Fire is always, there is a light. There is a light to guide you, and you need to follow your light. Now the Nine of Fire is also about standing firm and being very determined. But I am getting, because of this card, I am getting follow your light. Follow the light. Okay? So we've got some really interesting energies here. Let's see what happens this weekend. The cards, let me know. I've been enjoying your comments. I've been enjoying that I've been able to comment on your comments. So some things have lightened up a little bit for however long. And I have been enjoying your comments, and I've been enjoying the words of affirmation that many have been giving me. So I thank you for that. Okay, why don't you take a moment, please, to get over here to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Remember, this is just the introduction, though there was a lot here too. And now we're going to start our readings. And hello to my Aquariuses. Oh, I get this observing, watching type of energy going on for you. Watching and not necessarily being part of the crowd, but yet watching the crowd, watching what's happening, watching the pieces fall into place, whatever that means. Just watching. You are one of the watchers. Okay, so let's see what we have. Higher power, what does our Aquariuses need to know about what's going on in this world? Here we go. Or in the universe, or in the energies. Yeah, you're watching. I just get this very strong watching energy. I know. How many times can I say that? 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards. This one is reversed, so it has stronger energy. Let's see what we have for my Aquarians. 2 of water. So that's interesting after that watching energy. So anyway, 2 of water. So 2s are choices. 2s are are coming to crossroads. 2s are also coming together. Water is cup energy. Cup energy, fluid energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Coming together, romantic energy, loving energy. I don't know. I get that watching. Maybe you're just maybe there's a relationship that's really taking off for you, and you know that the relationship can be your work, job, career. Could be personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home. That's really all the relationship types that I can, really think about right now. But the thing about this seems very personal to you. So it could be one of those very intimate ones. So it's kind of like, I kind of feel like you're, even though this is really very, joining type of energy, very loving, coming together, I do feel like you're distant. You have a distance with it. Maybe you've been hurt before, or maybe you've been, kind of like you're not necessarily jumping right into it. It's not that you don't want this. It's just more a case of I'm just watching. I'm watching. I'm taking things slow. I'm just taking it as it comes. But the Two of Water is a very loving and trusting card. The Two of Water is really joining together and seeing where you can go, and and positive plus positive energy here. But my Aquarians, I respect. It's like, well, let's go a little bit slow. I do not feel like you're going to lose the relationship by going slow, so I'm not worried about that. It's just that there's kind of this block, and you just need to, I do feel like you might need to have some communication. Watch that Mercury and Gemini, because it can be a little bit too blunt. So you need to be very careful about the person's, whoever this is that's receiving your information. You have to be considerate of their feelings with this. But the Two of Waters is loving and very joining energy, at least for this card right now. A relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. Your next card is Justice. Justice energy here. So now we have an 8. 8, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. This is Archangel Raguel. This is about the balance, balancing coming back, justice returning. Now remember, we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, and I haven't really talked about that. I do talk about Mercury retrograde, and the shadow is like Mercury retrograde light. I am not worried about Mercury retrograde. I know that we get all those memes. They're quite funny. And yes, I will try not to buy electronics when Mercury is retrograde, and I get shocked all the time. But I have always felt that Mercury retrograde is a time when the universe tries to put things back into a balance. Not into the balance what we always want it to be, but higher power is trying to, it's like, I'm not going to say trying, because when higher power wants, that happens. But it's like the universal energies are trying to get things into a balance again. And remember, we did have the Libra full moon. So even though we're in the new moon, it still kind of gives it a little bit more of a oomph to that full moon about balance and, justice. Okay? So there is this kind of like universal, there is this karmic type of justice that is starting. Now, it could be that maybe you have given a lot in your relationships before, and maybe the justice is that, you're going to be on the receiving side. I do get this watching. It's like you're watching and waiting. You're observing. You're just kind of like, okay, I'll trust you when actions speak louder than words. And I agree with that. I agree with that too. So there's something going on here. Very warm, caring, Two of Water, loving relationship. There is, again, justice. Let's see what this is. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Next card is Three of Earth. So we have a 2, 8, and a 3. 3, very strong number. Powerful number. Say something, do something 3 times. It really does put that energy out there. Creative energy. Also celebratory energy. Earth energy is our Taurus. Taurus new moon. Solar eclipse Taurus. It's also our Virgo. It's also our Capricorn. Remember, Pluto is going retrograde. And when we think of Pluto, remember, destruction, death brings new life. And sometimes there's a lot of old stuff that has to be torn down in order for that new life to begin. So there's, I'm kind of getting those things. You've got a really deep one, my Aquarians. There's a lot in this. There's, I'll say there's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unpack with this, because this warm, loving, very generous, very partnering type of energy. Justice, balancing energy. Well, let's do what's right energy. I get this watching energy. There's also Libra energy with this. 3 of Earth. We have that Taurus. We have that Capricorn energy going on. A lot of things happening, but it's also very creative energy. There's also possibilities of new job, new money energy too. So there's also recognition with this. So there's kind of like, I kind of get the, like the the balloon pops. And you know, when a balloon, and I'm not talking about that it's destroyed, but when, you know, when it's filled with confetti, the balloon pops and all the confetti flies out. So I do get a celebratory type of energy with it. Three of Earth is also, being recognized for a good job. So there's interesting stuff going on here. But again, on top of it all, I get this, my Aquarians, that you're watching and you're waiting and you're observing and you're the watchers. Okay? Tell me what that's about. Okay, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work. Be a team player. It's hard to be a team player when you're watching, but maybe you needed to watch to see who you could trust, who you can't trust. Because I get that with it too. I get, you're watching to see, can I trust? Can I trust? That Two of Water, though, that Two of Water and then the Justice right after, does feel like that, whoever that or whatever that energy is, that yes, you can trust that energy. Now, the Three of Earth, if it's a work person, there may be somebody, I mean, we didn't get the sneaky snake, but there might be reason for you to be watching and being careful. Like I said, actions do speak louder than words. Let's see what John Holland has for my wonderful Aquarians. What do you have here? Here we go. 8. We have an 8. We have an 8. Interesting with that. Positive movement forward. So it's not just, so you're not just standing still. You are watching, but you're not stagnant. You are moving forward. You might not be going as fast as other people want you to be going. I'm not saying on your job you're a very quick worker. I'm not saying that way. But, maybe the trust, maybe the connection. It might not, like I said, you're taking it slow, but at the same time, the movement forward is still very positive. So let me know what this is about, my Aquarians. Okay, let's see what this is, because it's very, very deep, very deep. Anyway, let's see what crystal or energy we have here that will be helpful for my lovely, lovely Aquariuses. Here we go. Watching and waiting, trusting, trust issues. Or maybe that person has to earn your trust. That's okay too. Not reversed. Lapis lazuli. I love saying that. Okay. Prophetic dreams. Releasing anger. Well, Gemini, Mercury and Gemini can do that. Serenity. Grace. Grace. I love grace. Anyway, my Aquarians, what is that about? It does, again, you do, like I said, slow but steady forward movement. Anyway, my Aquarians, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Aquariuses, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.